Welcome, everybody, to this episode of Runs0b3r podcast. This is episode number 23. I hope so. I don't have Eric here. My co-host today, he's absent. I couldn't get anybody to fill in. So we got an empty chair over here to my left. My two special guests today across the table is Chad and Shawn. Last name?
Salyer.
It's Chad and Shawn, the Slayer Salyers.
There you go.
There you go. Cool. So we are not only about running and sobriety, but all walks of life. For every one of us has a unique story. The journey begins and ends with you. So today I want to dive deep into the Cocadona 250. It's been a little bit since that race, but I've been trying to get these two boys on for a long time, and we keep having issues from fake bed bugs to just I think, didn't you guys have an event, family event recently, or you had something? What was it that I would try to get you on one weekend, and you were having like, is it where you throw those sandbags in the little, didn't you have some kind of event?
We had a pickleball.
Pickleball
tournament, yeah.
Okay, pickleball
we had
tournament.
a little fundraiser for CF.
Oh, nice.
Had to push it, and then I thought I had bed bugs for a few weeks, but turns out they were just chiggers. So
yeah, fantastic. So this is a Dallas Fort Worth production, and so we're gonna talk about both of these boys and what they got up and coming, and a little bit about their back history. They're both brothers, by the way, and so we're first we're going to dive into Cocadona 250. So Chad was the runner. He ended up placing 11th place, which is fucking. People don't realize how amazing that is, because I mean you had runners like Courtney Dauwalter out there. You had all the elites of ultra running. So it was even though people get sick, they DNF, but that's part of ultra, man. You know, that is, you got to train your body. You got to be prepared, you know, and sometimes shit happens and you either can work through it or you can't, you know? So for Chad, I'm going to say a little bit, I was doing the Sedona 125, but I was following Chad before, and he was only in the 18th place at the time. But I was sending messages back to hometown here. And I was like, man, you guys watching Chad? He's fucking in 18th place. This is fucking amazing, you know, blah, blah, blah. Well, and then I started the 125, and I didn't get to follow out the outcome of it until the very end. And then you pushed to 11th. Is like, wow, fucking amazing, man. So I want you guys to touch on that. I know, Shawn, you ended up pacing and crewing your brother, right? For that. Yeah. Okay.
I crewed through the whole thing, and then I paced at the end.
Oh, sweet.
The final push.
Yeah. So Chad, dive in a little bit on that, and from your training, what kind of training do you put in? Because some of these elites that I watch on social media and stuff like that, they're doing 100-mile weeks. Were you doing a 100-mile week for that?
No, yeah, I'm somewhat of a low mileage guy. If I get over 100 miles, I tend to get injured or start to break down. So I kind of changed the strategy going into it. I focus more on strength and core work and climbing. I used the stair stepper quite a bit. Shawn and I kind of had a competition who could get the most floors in 30 minutes. So
Nice.
That kind of kept me motivated. But a lot of weighted vest stuff too. Like at home when I can't run, kind of supplement some strength. Just throw on the weighted vest when I'm mowing the yard or playing with the kids or whatever. So
yeah. So what did your training block look like going into that? Outside of that, what you just told me, did you have any kind of certain amount of So shout out to Andrea Moore, by the way, because when I got into shout out to Andrea, but when I got into doing ultras or starting to pick up the longer runs, I kind of leaned on her and asked her a few questions, and she always tell me, hey, do like a 30-20 or 20-15 or something like that. You know, back-to-back weekends is the way to do it with tired legs. You know, get your legs tired and get out there and start hustling again. You know.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I kind of did.
So I was wondering,
quite a few of those back-to-back long runs, break it up. I don't think I did anything over 25 mile. I maybe did a 30 miler and then a 20, but I think that's the biggest weekend I maybe had. So I didn't get too many miles. It was more focused on strength, like core work, climbing. I did a bunch of marathon training actually going into like the end of February for Cowtown. We have a team out there called the Breathe team for the CF Foundation. So that's like the one road race.
Okay. Hold off 1 second. Touch on the CF Foundation period. What is that?
Yeah, so the CF, my 9-year-old Beckett has cystic fibrosis, which it's a genetic disorder. It's caused when 2 mutated genes, one from each parent, get passed to the child. A lot of people have 1, but it's when there's 2 that cause the issues, and it creates like a thick, sticky mucus inside. So it kind of coats their internal organs, like their lungs, their pancreas, their liver. But mainly the lungs is what causes the most issues. So,
and how do you find this within a human?
Genetic testing. So you got to do
But
blood
I mean,
work.
was it like, is it your son or your daughter?
It's my son.
Okay, so did he have issues breathing, or was there any kind of issues brought about before that said, hey, we need to go further with the testing?
So like when he was born, they do this thing called newborn screening. So they do a blood test and they test for certain chromosomes or mutated genes. And they saw that CF was a possibility. So it's not a for sure thing for the newborn screening. So we didn't really believe it. We were like, oh, that can't be right. We've never heard of those 2 words before on either side of the family. So we're like, they're wrong. But no, so it was like a month after getting home, we had to go back to the hospital and do genetic testing. And that's when they told us the specific mutations, and we knew like, okay, this is actually for real. So then it was a learning process from there, and it has been.
And so
since.
is this continue being harmful to the child, or do they outgrow it? Or is there medication for it? Is there a cure?
So it's a chronic illness. There's no cure for it, but over the last 10 to 12 years, there's been a lot of treatments. So there's been a lot of drugs come out that help a lot of the CF population, but there's still 10% that don't have a medication that help them. But there's still no cure. So they have to take breathing machines daily. He has to take 1 in the morning and 1 at night every day. So it's like an hour on each side of the day. Oh, wow. And then he takes the medication that he started at 6 years old. That was the first medication he was eligible for, because there's 2,000 different types of mutations that cause cystic fibrosis. So everyone's different. It's hard to kind of get a general idea of what to expect because everyone just reacts differently to it. So, when Becca was born, we had no idea what to expect. We Googled it and looked it up and were terrified. So the first year of his life, we kind of kept him in a bubble, tried not to let him go out much and kind of keep him away from germs, because that thick, sticky mucus, germs and bacteria get caught and kind of create a breeding ground for, viruses and illnesses. So it's harder for them to pass being sick, and it kind of lasts longer and can affect them a lot more. So being active is a big part of, staying healthy with CF. So that's a big reason why I kind of continue to do these long races.
So, and you said you being active, or him as well?
Him, yeah. Okay. So it keeps like the lungs strong.
Yeah. So he runs with you guys, or no?
I try not. I'm trying not to push him too hard that he doesn't not like the sport, but just kind of engulfing him in that world. So hopefully one day. Yeah. But he likes playing soccer. He does active things. He likes hiking.
I love soccer, man. So that was a sport for me growing up. So
yeah, that's what I played soccer in college. So that's kind of what kind of kicked off.
Both of y'all?
No.
He looks like a soccer player over here. Yeah. He didn't play.
I was a tennis player.
Oh, yeah. Well, he could have been that too, that long hair.
Right. Mine turned 2 gray.
Agassi, right? What that Andre Agassi? Yeah. Nice. So you played, what college did you go to?
I went to Rutgers University for a couple of years and realized New Jersey's probably not for me. So moved back down here and took a few years off, and then went to Midwestern State for a year in Wichita Falls.
Oh, okay.
And then I realized I was done.
Where'd y'all grow up?
Trophy Club, Texas.
Oh, okay. That's the other side of Grapevine, kind of?
Yeah, near Roanoke.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, sweet. What, did you play club soccer?
Yep.
Who'd you play for?
It's the Dallas Comets. I don't
I know
think they're a
them.
team.
Yeah,
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 I don't
yeah.
even
I
know
knew
if
the
they're a
Comets.
team anymore.
Because I used to play for Flame for a little bit.
okay.
And then from Flame, I went and played with the Texans.
Oh, yeah.
Yes. But it was the first year the Dallas Texans were created. So,
Yeah, they were a good club.
so yeah, I think Hassan was my coach.
Oh, yeah, I remember him.
You know Hassan? Yeah.
I wonder if he's still around.
Probably still coaching.
Probably.
That's awesome, man. So what got you into running just because soccer was not it anymore? Is like, I got to stay healthy.
Well, I mean, yeah, so I played soccer up until like 21, 22 years old, and then kind of lost my way and kind of got into some bad habits and kind of down the wrong path. And then,
Yeah. You want to speak about that or no?
oh, yeah, we can. I
Okay,
mean,
sure. Yeah.
yeah, so I mean, our dad passed away I was 19, so it was 2006, and that kind of, you know,
Spun you out of
yeah,
control a
kind
little
of
bit.
took the life in a different direction and kind of.
Was your dad? Did he die of what cause? If you don't mind me asking.
No, he took his own life.
Oh wow! So suicide.
Mhm.
Oh
Yeah.
wow! So did he have any kind of addiction problems or anything leading up to that, or mental illness maybe?
Yeah, I think
Was
it
he
was
ex-military or anything?
No, he
Okay.
wasn't. No,
Oh,
yeah, I
yeah.
mean he drank a good amount, but I think it was more the mental illness side of
yeah.
things. He kept it pretty contained. Like
Right.
we didn't even notice the signs, so it was kind of a looking back, trying to piece it together afterwards. So it was kind of a out of nowhere and just kind of flipped everything on its head.
He was
so.
in business trouble, money trouble.
Oh
So
wow!
trying to keep all that together and, doing all that. So it was a big surprise. It was actually on my 23rd birthday.
Oh
So
man! Are you older?
I'm older.
He's older. People think I'm older. But
Why is that?
he likes to point that out.
Are you more mature, Chad?
I got more gray, more gray.
Okay. That's awesome. But
yeah,
it's
so-
not awesome that he passed away on your 23rd birthday,
Right,
but
no.
it's awesome that.
Yeah. But no, so I mean, after that, I kind of spiraled, kind of went down a path of drug use and
Yeah.
down that, wasn't doing anything positive, kind of the victim poopy pants mentality,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
poor
yeah,
me,
yeah,
life's against me. So, but then once
Well,
I
that was your coping mechanism for all
Exactly.
that. So that you're internally feeling pain, and
just
I'm a recovering addict too, so I know exactly what and feeling sorry for yourself shit. I mean that's when you open your eyes. You're like, I'm just feeling sorry for my fucking self the whole time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
then you realize you're the one holding you back with that
exactly.
mentality.
Nobody
so.
else is. You know?
But yeah, so then my kid was born, and I was 29, I think, at the time. And then, we found out he had cystic fibrosis. So the stress and everything was through the roof, just scared of everything. Started getting like patches in my beard and in my hair.
Oh,
From
like
stress.
alopecia and stuff. Huh?
Yeah, I'm
some
not
of
even sure
Yeah, I
where
don't know
it
what it
came
is.
from. But
Stress patches.
Shawn was actually training for Cowtown half marathon.
Uh-huh.
And, with soccer, I always had a negative relationship with running. I was
know.
like, I
It's
don't want
always
to run
like-
for no reason. This is
You go run
dumb.
laps because you're late to practice.
Exactly. It's a punishment, right?
yeah,
So I always
that's
had that
it,
negative relationship with running. So he was like, just come out and run with me. Gonna do like 9 miles. I was like, that sounds horrible.
So Shawn, when did you decide to run?
So I ended up going to treatment 10 years ago.
Okay,
So,
okay.
Once I got sober, I got out and I had to find something, right?
That was me too, man.
So-
I hated running,
Yeah.
and then when I got sober, I was like, I need a new vice.
Yeah.
And
So
that's what it was.
Yeah, I started on the elliptical. I'd do, 5 minutes on the elliptical.
Uh-huh.
And then one of my buddies was like, you want to run a half marathon? I was like, dude, I can't even run a mile. And he's like, oh, just try. I was like, all right. So I signed up and then started training for it and got Chad to come out one day. And dude, his first run, we did like 7 miles or something. I was like,
Oh wow,
and
he's the natural, huh?
I had him hooked right there.
Yeah.
So,
Because during that run, all that stress from about CF and my kid all went away. I was like, holy shit, this is why you do it. Like I get it now, and it's been full steam ahead ever since.
Yeah, man, wow. And so both of you guys are amazing guys, man, for the whole running. I'm super excited to have you on. Plus the fact that I got to meet you guys, we met in Silamo.
yep.
Yeah, and you guys are like, what'd y'all say? You said, I'm gonna take it easy. It's gonna be like easy run or whatever. And then I was at the starting line with you guys, and I just saw you guys take off. I was like, what the fuck? what's an easy run for these guys, man? Because they're hauling ass, man. I was like, they're out of here.
Well, I was really sick coming into that, and like I had a really bad cough and stuff. So I told Chuck, I was like, hey, I'm just gonna walk this whole.
I think
thing.
you said that to me, and I was like, okay.
Didn't last long.
I made it half a mile, and I go, nah, bye.
Yeah.
It's hard to get.
It's like you saw your brother take off, and he was like, shit, I got to catch him. No. Like,
It's hard to just let people go. So.
oh, yeah.
That's how it's been our whole running career.
Yeah.
Now.
Well,
I've just
back
been
and forth.
chasing him.
Damn. So you in November, we're going to go back to the Cocadona here in a second, but in November, you said you have a last man standing.
Yeah, I
Okay,
signed up
so
for the
that-
Marble Falls last man
And
stand.
that'll be your next big thing, right?
Yeah.
And what
Well-
about you, Chad? You
I don't have anything since
Nothing?
Cocadona. I
Okay.
haven't got anything on the calendar.
Yeah,
I'd like
yeah.
to maybe explore some FKTs and stuff that kind of has me
yeah.
intrigued at the moment.
here local?
Yeah, local and somewhat local. Yeah, Uh-huh.
You know,
Yeah, surrounding areas.
He sent me a spreadsheet of all the FKTs that he's looking at. And
There's like 30 of them.
Man, he's gonna hurt some feelings. Is what he's gonna do.
Or
That's
get-
all he's trying to do. Hurt
Or get
feelings.
my feelings hurt. One of the two.
That's awesome.
so we also have on the books that we're trying to do the rim to rim to rim in October.
But that caught on fire, right?
It caught on fire.
Oh, yeah.
We have it all planned. We have our tickets and stuff.
So
but
the first weekend of October, we'll go out there and see what we can kind of piece together. So
Yeah.
But
But
yeah, it's sad.
do you, if you do rim, you have to do rim to rim to rim. Otherwise, you have to get on a wait list or a campsite or something, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
it's
okay.
like an
So that's
overnight thing. I think.
So
have to
if
get a
if you
permit.
do rim to rim, then that's not it. You got to get back to where you started. Is that correct?
that's correct.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I
So
figured that.
then you need a permit, like to stay overnight or
Right.
something.
If
So if we
you
just
don't get
do it
back
all
to
at once.
Yeah. If you do it all at once, then you can just get in your car and
Yeah.
adios.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Somebody told me it caught on fire or something like that. I was like, oh man.
Yeah,
That sucks,
and
man.
the lodge built or burnt down that was built in like 1904 or something like that. Supposedly it's a historic building, so
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
super sad.
And so is this just for? Is there a race involved in this? Or this is just for fun? Okay.
We're just going.
It'll be my birthday, my 39th birthday. So
30.
call it a
What?
birthday party.
39 years old. You youngster.
Young
That's awesome.
So we'll
man.
need at least 39 miles.
So I was telling Chad about something that I wanted to put together in 2027. Did he talk to you about that, Shawn?
Oh, I didn't mention it.
You haven't yet.
I was waiting for you to.
Okay. So what I want to do is I want to go from it's going to be a relay, and I want to go from where JFK got assassinated all the way to Area 51. So this is 1,300 and I think 19 miles or something like that. It's like 260 each, and we're doing it in lump sums of 50 milers. But we'll need definitely 2 support vehicles, sleepers probably. We're going to need, I have 2 motorcyclists that are going to go ahead and make sure the path is clear. And in 2000, did I say 2017?
No,
2027.
27, yeah.
Okay. Anyways, 2026. So this coming year, we're going to go and we're going to jump on our motorcycles and we're going to go check the path from here to there, and make sure it's all clear. And, but then I'll have 2 cyclists, also bicyclists one will ride with the runner at all times. So,
Yeah, sounds awesome.
Chad told me that's right up his alley. So I was like, so I'm trying to recruit five people. Right now I've talked to 3 that I kind of got yes or 4, but I need 5 and 1 alternate. So kind of just in case someone gets sick or if, anything can come about, so, and that's just like, a rough draft of what I just told you of the place of the whole thing. I want it to be a lot bigger than that, like I wanted so I'm not sure if you're familiar with the JFK assassination, but Oswald, Jack Ruby, I think before killed Oswald, right? So he gunned down Oswald, I think. Didn't he gun him down or something like that? Is that correct?
I think
He killed Oswald after Oswald shot Kennedy because he didn't want him to talk or something like that, right? So I think he ate at Campese's. Are you familiar with Campese's? So the mob and them met with him at Campese's before. There's a lot of documentation and books written about that, and the Campese's in Frisco there's a Campese's off 121 in Tollway. They have a lot of documentation all over the wall if you go towards the bathroom there. And it talks about that. And so we were going to carb load and prep at the Campese's before, to get the feel for the whole. And the name of this is going to be the Conspiracy Ultra Relay. So
I like it.
So we're going from one conspiracy theory to Area 51, another conspiracy theory, So I just plugged it for myself, here on this podcast. So let's go back. I want to talk about Cocadona, though. I mean, the field is the elite of all elite ultra runners, I think, outside here, at least here in the United States for sure. And plus a lot of world people came too, from other countries. And to get 11th place is like, I don't know. That's amazing, man. To me, I think I'm like, I was so giddy and like, it's like, oh shit, that's super amazing. And then who got 10 spots above you?
Dan Green.
Dan Green was number one?
Yeah.
Okay. Do you know the other 9?
I know Rachel.
She was the first female?
Yeah.
Okay. So Courtney was leading that race, and then
correct.
she ended up, and she was leading by a lot, right?
Yes.
And they thought that,
Yeah.
or did she catch Dan at this time or no?
I think they might have been actually somewhat close
At that time. Okay. And
then she had like full body shutdown.
So
Because it was cold and rainy the first 2 days. I thought.
so tell me a little bit about that, like the weather, because people were complaining, hey, you're getting hit by freaking hail up here, and it's freezing cold rain, and then you get to the bottom, and it's
hot.
And the mud is
Caked
like
up,
cake batter.
So because going into it too, I did a lot of heat training, right? Like a lot of sauna stuff.
So you're expecting it to be warm.
Oh yeah. I mean, every year has been hot. When I paced Nick Peterson out there 2 years before.
And shout out to Nicky. That dude's a beast.
Oh, he's an animal.
I'm sure you'll listen to this too. He's been following this podcast. So
Yeah, he's an amazing runner, and I learned so much from just pacing and crewing him. It was his first 200 as well, so I almost think people should have to pace and crew a 200 before they do it. Like that's the best way to learn everything. So I learned a ton through that, and then I expected it to be similar to his, but it was rainy and wet the first 2 days. So the first section it started hailing when we got up to the top. So I was like, oh man, this is not what I trained for, but it was kind of a nice surprise for a little bit. And then it just kept on and kept on. So once you hit the muddy spots, like coming into Jerome, I was over it.
So that's where I was going to Packet pickup in Jerome, and I ran across Cam Haynes. I got a picture with Cam Haynes, and I was giddy then too, because I think he's a celebrity. Yeah, he's an amazing man. I don't care about, since I got into running, all I care about is runners, basically, amazing runners. I don't care about movie stars or any of this other chaotic, acting's great, but I don't care about that. Runners and them badasses,
doing hard
doing
stuff.
suffering out there and doing badass shit. I like that.
Me too. I like the stories behind it. All that stuff.
So me seeing him, I was like, fucking hey, I was nerded out like a fanboy to the max, So I ran out of the vehicle and was like, and I think even the guy I was with, he is like, where are you going, man? I go, oh, that's Cam Haynes, man. That's Cam Haynes, bro. So I went and got a picture with him and stuff.
That's cool.
So, but I noticed he was tapped, man. He was wiped out of himself at that time. In Jerome, I think a lot of people were tapped at that time,
I think he went into it with some injuries and stuff, but.
Oh, yeah. Oh, did he ever broken foot? Yeah, something crazy. But you could tell just only that, just the weather, I think, really just fucked with people.
Down.
Yeah.
By Jerome, when I got there, I was beat down. I told them, I'm just tired of being wet. Like, I needed a minute alone. Like, everyone kind of got out of the RV, and I just sat there like, this sucks right now. So, but I mean,
we've been wet for so long, and that's at Jerome is where I discovered the cinnamon roll waffles.
So good.
I make them at home now.
Would you make it there or no?
No,
When you say
the
you
aid
discovered-
station, I showed up and they're like, here, try this waffle. I ate it. I was like, that's the best waffle I ever had. I ran and got Chad one. I was like, you got to eat this.
That's one
dude.
thing about Air Vipa. They do not skimp at the aid stations. They
I
support
loved it.
the runners.
I love the back half. But I got the easy part. Supposedly,
beautiful part.
Yeah, I got the beautiful part of it. They say,
But Jerome is a really cool town. That's like one of my
so we
favorite
started there
places.
and ran down that hill or whatever, in Jerome.
The loose rocks.
Yeah. And I was like, oh shit,
tough
is this
spot.
going to be the whole way the race is going to go? Because this is kind of wild.
Yeah, when we left Jerome, we actually started running with Jamil for a while because he was doing the Mingus Traverse.
Okay.
And he was out there running, just answering calls, like working at the same time. I was like, this is awesome, man. This is such a cool job. So.
I got to pace that section too.
Oh, you did? So did you have a pacer going up into Jerome?
Yeah,
was
Mike Coutu. He
Okay,
he worked
yeah,
at
yeah.
Trailhead. He's back in Maryland right now.
Yeah,
but
yeah. I know who you're
yeah,
talking
he
about.
jumped in, and I was in a pretty low spot, and I was kind of just grumpy and complaining. So he did a good job of keeping me positive and kind of keeping me moving forward because it was so muddy. You couldn't run a whole lot. You'd just be sloshing around side to side. So we're just trudging along.
Trucking along.
Yeah,
Sounds
all
cool.
three of those words. But yeah, he kept me in a positive state when I was having that poopy pants mentality.
Poopy pants. Yeah.
So,
Did you run with music?
I don't think I ran
Ever?
with music
The
at
whole,
all.
whole 250 miles, no music.
I think I maybe did for like 10 minutes and then I didn't have, I lost service. So.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, I did. I started on that. So at mile 210, you had to do a section by yourself with no pacers because of the endangered owls. Because y'all had to go around it, right, on a bus?
So they made us go around, but we had to make that up in some bizarre area too. I was like,
Oh, really?
this is some made up course right here that you guys have put involved.
But yeah, when I went out on that section, that was after Fort Tuthill, and I was in a pretty low spot.
Yeah.
I started with music, but I lost reception within like 20 minutes.
Fort Tuthill, that aid station, that was pretty decent, right?
Yeah, it's a cool.
Was there like a little playground or something right in there, like kids area or something? Was that Fort Tuthill or no?
I think so. It's like the green, like
Fake
Fort.
grass? No,
No.
wait, I'm thinking of something different, man. I'm thinking where one of those races ended. It wasn't the Minga. One of them. So there was 4 different races going on.
Sedona, I think.
So-
Sedona had the playground, and
Or something, and it was a pretty cool little.
there's like
setup
a
there.
little community center.
I think that's right when they were like, we have to check your pack to make sure you got
Yeah, that
cold
was
gear
Sedona.
and everything before you can take off.
That was at Sedona.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So that was a pretty cool little area because I think they had fake grass, maybe like golf grass or something.
I think maybe. in
And you
some
could like,
spots.
some spots you could just lay out on it and you're like, it's relaxing. Not getting bit by bugs. No, what were the bed bugs going
Yeah,
on
no
there?
bed
No chiggers going on, man.
Exactly. But yeah, Sedona was amazing. Sedona was incredible. Did y'all run through Sedona?
I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know the course from Jerome on. I think we ran most of what y'all did, but there was parts that were like the 250s go this way, 125ers go this way, or something like that. But most of it was motorcycle tracks. It seemed like.
Oh,
Did
really?
you go through?
There was
that?
like a dirt bike section.
Yeah,
I think,
man. I did not like that much. To tell the truth.
Yeah,
man,
because it's kind of like a valley.
Yeah, and
It's hard
you
to-
sink in there. Yeah, yeah, and you're like running up on the walls, kind of.
Yeah,
you know. So it's
there's a big section like that at Bigfoot when we did it, where it's like a dirt bike
trail.
and it's just like a valley. It's horrible.
But there was tons of dirt bikes on it too.
Just flinging up dust.
So
It's rough.
I mean, there wasn't tons, but we did see like 3 or 4 raging by, in the distance, and I was like, we're on a freaking motorcycle trail, aren't we? So yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely not the weather we expected. But I mean, I think my crew did a great job of keeping me motivated, keeping me moving forward, keeping me dry when I needed to get dry. So
Yeah, that's awesome.
they
Man.
let me complain when I need to complain, and then cut it off pretty quick. So
Yeah.
So the awesome thing was that he was so far in front that we got to hang out with all the elite crew.
Yeah.
Right? So we got like first class treatment. We're hitting these aid stations, and it's with.
So
Cam
you've already busted through Jerome. If I ran into Cam Haynes, he was behind you.
we kept leapfrogging each other. He was super close to me.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Where did
the
he finish? Do
crew-
you know where he finished?
I'm not sure what he finished.
okay.
It was like 3 or 5 places behind me, not too far. I think.
Okay,
So,
okay, nice.
like a few
Yeah.
hours.
Sweet,
I think
sweet.
he was 81 hours or something.
Yeah.
73 or something. So not too far. But the crew kept leapfrogging their crew and stuff too. So they kind of got to hang out with the
So
Cam Haynes
it was a
crew for a while.
Speedland crew, right?
Yeah,
The
and
Speedland
the
crew, right?
Recovery Strong crew.
Okay.
That's who had the van. Those guys were great. Those guys
okay.
are awesome.
Yeah, they seem really cool.
Nice. And this is Recovery Strong as in like addiction recovery, or is this
Yeah,
like,
that's
okay.
correct.
Okay. Very cool. And
Yeah,
that
so
was,
they started a nonprofit, Recovery Strong. And,
sweet.
Yeah, those guys were awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool, man. So yeah.
But yeah, it was, I mean, going into it too, you talked about the field. It was like looking at the field, I was so scared for such a long time. I was like, holy crap.
But man, yeah, I'm amazed because so right before that I watched what did I watch? Was it Moab or one of them, which was Max Jolie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I fell in love with that kid
Yeah.
at that time. I was like, wow, man.
It's a cool
that
documentary.
story almost started making me cry. You know, like
gives you
he,
chills.
and he was passing his legend, you know, and just that right there. And he said he cried like the last 18 miles or something crazy.
Oh,
right?
yeah. I
So
believe
and
it.
when he was in first place, you know, and realizing he's in first place and stuff like that. I mean, it was just amazing.
It was good. And then
so
they
I-
had the Chase documentary come out right before
yeah,
it.
yep, yeah, of Cocadona, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So that was
that's-
the year before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that got me fired up too. So,
Yeah, I bet.
But also scared at the same time.
But so the field though, you're some of those elites, they all dropped. Like Max dropped, and then Courtney,
Yeah, Courtney.
dropped. And I follow Andrew Glaze, and I follow Eli Wibby and some other people, and I noticed you were in front of all of them too. You know, and those are 100-mile-a-week guys. You know what I mean? And
Yeah,
and
that's
so
why
they put in the work all the time, and you have a normal 9 to 5, right?
Yeah. I actually work
so-
for the CF Foundation.
So,
So.
oh, okay. So you are part of that foundation. Perfect. Yeah. So some of them are well, to be called a pro in our field is you know, it's tough. There's only very limited pros, you know, that can actually probably survive without working, you know.
Exactly. But yeah, I pay attention to all of them watching their training weeks and stuff. I was like, oh man, I'm not even
You're
close
not even
to
close
what
to
these
that.
guys are doing. So this is not going to go well. But
Yeah.
I mean,
No, it go well. Shit.
I didn't think, yeah,
So
going
at
into it,
first I thought you were the
didn't
top
expect.
10, bro. And I was like, that man fucking Chad is the top 10, bro. I was like, I was
didn't
sending
think I
it
was
back
gonna be
to
anywhere close to that.
to like, because I have a message group with Nick, Sepp, and Bam, and Shane, and Eric's part of it, my co-host, and Denny's part of it. So we're all part of a group, and I was sending messages back to them. Are you fucking following this shit? This is fucking amazing. You know? So I said, this is a DFW boy basically fucking over there kicking ass, man. We're not supposed to kick ass. You know what I mean?
Right.
We don't live in this country, or not. I'm sorry, we live in this country, but we don't live in that part of the country. You know what I mean? Where it's
we don't have hills and mountains.
yeah,
like
nothing,
that.
nothing.
We got
nothing to
Samson.
even train. Yeah.
Samson Hills, and it's like a 200-foot hill. So.
Yeah. So it's so yeah, I was blown away, man, and just meeting you guys right before that, I was like, fuck yeah, I know that guy.
Yeah, it was cool seeing you come across the finish line for the
man, that
Sedona. I didn't know you were out there. It was
Yeah,
good to see you.
that was great seeing you guys. Yeah, we get massages
Yeah,
next
that
to
was
each other
nice.
afterwards. That was crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, the field scared the crap out of me for the whole year leading up to it. So I was terrified for a whole year. So, but then once you see
but that
like
brings
Courtney,
hope to. I mean, I take that back. Chad's a fucking badass, so it doesn't bring hope to everybody here in the DFW. But it opens the door of saying, hey, you can do it too. You know what I mean?
compete.
Yeah, you can compete with like,
can.
these freaking elites that are live in the mountains. You know, basically, you could do it. You know,
Yeah.
so it's
yeah, you really just gotta stick to your game plan and you really have to have a good crew too. You gotta have people that'll keep you going when you're in those low moments, kind of pull you out of it. And my crew was amazing at that.
So let's say, where did you pick him up, Shawn? You said Jerome.
I did the section from Jerome.
And what was his pace like at this point?
Jerome was not very fast.
It's a low.
Did
spot.
you have your poles out or no poles? Did you even run with poles?
Yeah.
Okay.
You
a
had
lot of
poles
it.
because there was the river crossing. I got a good video of you crossing
Yeah,
with the poles.
Oh yeah.
So I think I used poles most of the
So that
race.
I think the river crossing, people were taking off their shoes and stuff. So I think we did do that.
I didn't do that. Yeah.
No. I didn't take off mine either, but I was watching them and I was like, what are they doing? And then I just man through it.
It was raining so much. It was pretty high. It was like up to my, waist?
Yeah, it was kind of high, but I was still like, you just man through this, man.
It felt good.
Yeah, especially if you're going to get swept. If you get swept with your shoes, you're going to get tore up. It's like
soaking wet at that point anyway. So.
Yeah.
I would never take my shoes off.
Yeah. But I was watching
Takes too
people
much
and I
time.
was like, well, I'm dealing with the 125 crew at this point. I'm not dealing with the 250 badasses now. This is the 125 mediocres. You know what I mean? So there was people that were just like, or they're trying to find a way around it. And I was like, you're not, just go through it, man.
The best way out.
That's what I learned in when I did Rocky Raccoon. It was a real bad weather.
The mud.
Oh, it was horrible. Like there's a lot of people that were DNFing and they just couldn't make it through. But I learned that the best way through it, or the best way to do it, is straight through it, baby. Yeah. Don't try to find your way around it, because that makes the course worse. When everybody's trying to find their way, it's just muddy on the outsides. Exactly. And then it's more muddy on the outsides. And then it's more muddy. It's like you're just making the course worse.
Yeah. And
just
you're wasting energy
through that
trying
shit.
To think of how to do it.
Holding on to branches. You're trying to do all this other nonsense. And tell the truth, that cold ass water sometimes feels great on,
especially on your muscles.
Hot feet. You're like, oh,
a little quick ice bath. So
that's
nice.
Sweet. So you picked him up there, and he was running with the poles at that time.
Yeah.
Did you continue to run with it? Did you pick up the pace ever, or you were slowly declining in your pace?
I took it pretty easy the first.
Because where did Nick come into play?
Couple days, he picked me up.
Nick paced really early on because he had to fly out early, so we just left him get as many miles as he possibly could, and then I was driving the RV going aid station to aid station. And then I needed out of that RV. That's the only reason I jumped into.
And it was at a low spot, so it was good to have him jump in with me at that point. But Nick was amazing pacing. He knowing the course and everything, and kind of talking me through it.
Plus, he's a
beast.
I had to
tell him to slow down a few times. Like, Nick, I can't keep up with you. Come on, get behind me, please. But no, it was.
And you telling him to slow down is fucking something, man. You know what I mean? A fast guy telling a super fast guy to slow down is like, wow. Okay.
So did you have to go through the Fane Ranch, like the mud fields, or no? Was that after?
No, Fane Ranch was before.
Okay.
Was that before Jerome?
I think so. Yeah, it was.
Okay,
because Nick was with me through
I was
that.
Jerome down. Yeah,
and it was
so basically we started.
You can't even run through it, so we were just walking and trudging along, and it was brutal, man. It's like caked up shoes for. Was it like 5 mile section? I think 4 mile section.
Yeah,
but yeah, it was brutal.
So, what did you think about the way it was marked, that course?
Oh, it was great. I didn't.
Me too. I thought it was fantastic.
I didn't have any issue. I didn't get lost. I usually get lost.
You got lost on the section before Eldon, because when we started Eldon, you were not happy.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we missed some turns because there was like a railroad, and we just weren't paying attention very well, and I got a little frustrated with. Tucker was pacing me at the time, but he was trying to. He's a photographer, so he's trying to take pictures at the same time.
I tried to get him to help me with some photography, but we haven't got a good time together.
Oh yeah,
kind of like you guys, It took a while before
he's a busy guy. He
before
does
I
a lot
could
of
get you guys in, So, it was,
but yeah, he took amazing pictures and stuff. He's great. So
yeah, for sure. Well, I wanted him to do some photo editing so what I did is during the race, the 125, I would go up to everybody and I would interview each person that I was passing. So I took my GoPro with me, and I would be like, and it was just short an interview. I even told them before, I was like, can I interview you? And they would say, oh yeah, no problem. I said, all I'm going to do is ask you your name, where you're from, and basically that's it, So I have a whole probably maybe 100 or 150 runners of me asking them, from some gentleman that came out of Japan, to all over the world, and. So I wanted to put together something, and mix it up, and then I got some footage too of because there's beautiful footage of some of the views once you get up in certain areas. So
Oh yeah. When we went through Sedona, I was emotional. I was like, man, what? I was just crying for no reason. Well, not for no reason, but just looking around and just pure awe of everything. I was broken down, like stripped down. The sun had just came up, and I was just like, the photographer was like, taking pictures. I'm like, I don't know why I'm crying, but I can't stop. I mean,
hey,
like, dude,
man,
that's awesome.
dude, I was right there with you, man, because I was like, my mom passed away in February. So we're going into that race. She passed away on Valentine's Day, and I found a feather, and I was like saying, oh, his mom dropping the feather on my path and all this stuff, and I wore it in my hat, or I had a bandana, right? And I wore it in my bandana, and I had Drew on last week, right? Drew Flowers over there at Trailhead. Shout out to him.
Great guy.
And he was like, I was wondering why you were wearing these feathers. And I was telling him, I was like, what do you think? I thought I was an Indian or something these days. I was like, no, man, I collect them.
That's special.
And I've been seeing it a lot now. Everywhere I go, there's feathers everywhere, man. And when I was in, just a little bit, when I was in Iceland, I was in the most remote, it looked like I was on Mars, man. The dark sand, dark volcanic rocks everywhere, nothing in sight, man. No gas stations, nothing, nothing. Not even, there's not even humans anywhere. Just me and the guys I was with, basically, and I found feathers out there, and I was like, I don't see no birds. I didn't see any animals out here. I was like, it's crazy,
The universe knew.
Yeah. So I always say that's mom dropping feathers for me, So yeah,
That's awesome.
yeah. So where were we? Back to Cocadona. We were talking about.
After he got lost, we started.
And then I said I found some feathers. I forgot.
Yeah.
This is a bunch of scatterbrains, ADHD guys trying to figure this out. So, anyways, let's talk about. So you paced him.
I paced him at Elton.
And then you said photographer was pacing you then, and he was first before your brother.
So Nick jumped in first. He was my first pacer out of Prescott. Is it Whiskey Row?
Mm-hmm.
I think, out of there. And he paced me for 2 or 3 sections after that. And then after that was Mike.
Yep.
And then after that was Shawn, and then Tucker, and then Shawn again.
Oh, so you brought him home, right?
I brought him home. We missed a couple sections in there, but because I know Tucker got the Sedona, and then I know Mike paced a couple more sections. But yeah, I brought him home.
Yeah.
That's all. I mean, it was unbelievable of where he's at, and we go on this last section and we just crush it as hard as we could.
I was in a low spot for so long. I was walking and just felt like shit, right? So once the sun came up and I felt good and we were on the last section, I was like, hey, let's get this fucking thing done. Let's get it. And then because we kept checking, so we didn't check the tracker. We didn't check the tracker until they didn't tell me what place I was in until the second to last section. Right. And when they're like, oh, someone's up there, not that far. And then he kept looking. So I kept trying to reel him in. I was like, all right, let's get him. Oh, let's get another one. Let's get the next one. So that kind of kept me moving pretty well at that point.
I had my tracker out the whole time. I'd pull it out and I'd be like, hey, you got a quarter mile. We can catch so-and-so. So we'd gun them down.
Because they were slowing down and I was speeding up. Right. So I was like, okay. And it just kept snowballing as far as feeling good. And the adrenaline and stuff. I was like, all right, well, let's try to do something special here. And keep pushing, because I thought I was going to hit Eldon and just struggle coming down, but I caught a second wind and was flying down that thing. I was surprised the crap out of myself.
Really?
I thought he was going to drop me.
I was trying.
Really?
On the way down. This dude can run down so good, and it's so technical on the way down. I was like, but I also boulders. I had my tracker out. So
did I run that part? I wonder.
Do y'all go up what was it?
We did
the Hart Trail, and then you come down Eldon.
I think we did come down Eldon because I think everybody has to, right?
Because you finished
we finished the same spot you guys finished.
Yeah, I think so.
So that area right there, I don't know if I cared much for that very ending part. It wasn't that it was super difficult, but it was just like, I think I was at that point. I was just like, oh,
This dumb shit.
I'm done with this shit. Even though I signed up for the big dog in Cocadona this year, but or for next year, but I'm on the wait list, man. I don't know if I'll get on.
I think you will.
Man, I hope so.
But no, during that last section, we even came up on, what was it, Tara Dwyer?
Yeah.
And she was having like breathing issues. So we could tell she was walking, but she's like, I can't breathe. I'm like wheezing and stuff.
Yeah.
And we go by and I was like, Shawn, don't you have your inhaler? Like, can you
yeah.
And he gave it to her. I think it helped, but I don't know how much.
Opened the lungs up, maybe. That's good, man. Good.
But yeah,
job,
like everyone
bro.
was kind of walking and struggling towards the end. So being able to move was.
So what does Goggins say? Does he say taking souls? You were going taking your brother.
Souls.
Your brother was sitting there trying to get you a map of all these souls to take, right?
It helps keep you moving.
But it helps. It's so deflating when someone passes you. You know, you're like, oh,
a couple miles left.
yeah. So when I just did the speed goat 50K and there was this lady in the front, and it was like a single track where everybody would pile up, you know, in the beginning of the race. Well, she had her poles out, she's going real slow, and everybody's to the point of a dead stop, you know, behind her. You know, so I ended up DNFing this race, and but I went and cheered everybody on that I shared miles with, dirt with, you know, towards the end, and congratulated them. And guess who comes through the finish line? She comes trucking through with her poles, the lady that stopped everything, you know, and I was just like, it ate at me a little bit, but I was proud of her, man. I was proud of everybody finishing that race.
Yeah.
Mountain races are crazy, man, for sure.
Oh, yeah. So, they're fun, though. They're beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful and
I guess, difficult. Man, if you're not just staring down at the ground hating life, then they're beautiful. You got to look up.
That's true.
But yeah, that's awesome. So Shawn, you said you wanted to tell us, not just tell us about this pickle product, but you're going to plug the pickle product, and also me and Chad took some of that before. It has turmeric in it, ginger, yeah?
Yeah.
And then it's a pickle juice powder, and we mix it with water. It's fantastic, man. Makes you cough a little bit in the beginning because your body's probably not used to the turmeric and the powder of the turmeric and the ginger, but it definitely has fantastic flavor. So show the camera that product. Yeah, there it is. Pickle powder. Pickle powder.
It's like pickle juice on steroids, right? So like I get all my electrolytes, right? But then I get the pickle juice in it, I get the turmeric, I get the ginger all in one shot. So I've been really training with it. And that's awesome, it's been great for me. So I'm telling everyone about it and stuff. So
yeah, I'm pretty juiced up right now, man. From taking it, you know. It's good recovery too. So Shawn, you have the November. That product is sponsoring you. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's fantastic though. Yeah, good stuff, man.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do my training block. You know, I'm gonna use it all through my training block, and then I'm gonna use it during that, you know, the last man standing. And, and put it to the test, right?
Yeah.
So
Man, last man standing are that's
it's a cool format.
It's so cool, man.
It's so
because
fun.
that will break down the elites of are you ready?
Yeah.
Are you
don't
ready,
have to be
motherfucker?
fast.
Are you ready,
how fast
motherfucker?
you are, right? It's all about.
Because here it goes, man. You know, it's like,
well, the good thing about those races is, I mean, you get to have a conversation. It's not super fast, right? So you get to know everybody in the field so well, and you spend so much time with them, and you're doing the same loop over and over again. So you come out like you went to war together, right? Like, I ran my first one with Nick, and Chad's run 2, I think, with Nick. And so it was like super close. He was in his wedding, you know? Like,
it's just exactly. It brings you together.
Wow.
So.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I keep telling Nick every time I go down to Austin, I was like, hey, man, let's go catch some miles. He's like, oh, yeah. Hell yeah, we should, man. But he's a busy man.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah.
So you got to catch him on the
doing
road.
this last man standing too.
Oh.
So they might
but
be
not
going.
on pickle powder.
I'll share with them.
That's funny. So yeah, it might be a 3, 4, 5 day event.
Nice. Nice.
He's asking. He said, "Can you go 400?" I was like, "No."
no, but I'll try.
We'll see.
That's awesome.
But yeah, those are fun because you do get to know the people a lot better, and you kind of take the speed stuff out of it. So you really have to dial in on taking care of yourself, taking in the right amount of food, calories, pickle powder.
Yeah. So let's talk about that. Your calorie intake on that Cocadona 250 or anything that you guys have done over 100 miles. I did that 125, but over 125, I haven't touched anything outside of that. I felt fine on that 125, but they do provide so much shit over there. I mean, you had NAC products out that wazoo, you know?
Yeah. I ate so many of those NAC purees. I think probably like 100 of them.
Oh, and they're not bad, but
they were good.
The butternut squash or whatever.
Yeah, I didn't do that one. I like the apple one, not the other one.
I did both, man, but yeah. What's crazy is I ended up buying a bunch of that shit before, and then I get there and they have
them out
so
for free.
much. They're giving out for
So
free.
much.
I was like,
I came back with a lot. So.
Yeah. I like to do that too.
But they were good.
When I used to do the Ironman, they used to have those Martine gels, right? And I'd be like, I would pocket like so many of those, and I'd run by my whoever was watching, my support crew, and I was like, here, and they're filling up their pockets.
It's good stuff though. That NAC was, I mean, it got me through Cocadona, so and the 8 stations, but
yeah.
But yeah, that
Well, it's good. It's good the calories. So putting was there a number of calories going into it that you were expecting to put in?
No, so I don't really get too
Calorie
specific with
Right,
it.
yeah.
I kind of just try to take in as
What
much
you
as
can,
I can.
what you can stomach, right?
Mm-hmm. And
You don't want to fuck up your gut.
I don't know if you've heard of that hyperlight stuff that the guy from McKinney, Emery Atterbury.
Why have I heard of Hyperlight before? I've heard of it.
Yeah, he makes it. He's out of McKinney, so you
And
should
what is
probably
that?
have
What
him
is
on.
that?
No.
Yeah,
But no,
for
he's
sure.
a good guy.
Shout out to what was their name?
Emery Atterbury.
Okay.
I'm probably messing up his last name, but no, he's got an interesting story too. He was like an offensive lineman, 300 plus pounds before he got into the sport. And now he's selling that stuff, and he just completed Leadville actually this weekend.
Ooh, no.
So
Yeah.
but yeah, his stuff it's amazing. It has 1,000 milligrams of sodium and 100 grams of carbs per serving. So it's like rocket fuel for those longer distances. So
Yeah, nice. Maybe I need to try that soon.
yeah, you should. It's good stuff.
Actually, I need it for
it's
next,
probably right down the road.
next weekend. I had the habanero. I need the rocket fuel whenever I
Exactly.
start to die out.
It's good stuff. So and the flavor is great. It doesn't create like palate fatigue. So I like it a lot.
Nice.
Well, you didn't have any stomach issues at Cocadona, right?
No, and I usually do have stomach issues if I'm doing a hot race or a faster race. I tend to get stomach issues. So I didn't have any.
I took that pill that's similar to baking soda.
Bicarbonate.
Bicarbonate.
Yeah.
Yep. So I was taking that at Sedona. So I
It
would
didn't
take
give you stomach issues?
no, but I would take it like every 15 miles maybe or something.
Okay.
So and then I was able to consume everything else that whatever they had, NAC or even hamburgers or whatever they had at these aid stations I was consuming, I don't think I even used any of my own gels or.
Oh, really? Yeah. I didn't use too many of mine.
I might have used, I used what's the sodium, what's that high sodium? It's like 1,000 milligrams of sodium.
Element?
Element
Yeah.
tea. Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So I would pour that in one of the bottles, and then I would carry a empty bottle. Or not empty, I'm sorry, just water in the other one, and kind of go back and forth and just, but I don't think I fueled with heavy calories outside of when I hit the aid stations. I was packing in watermelon, oranges, snacks, hamburgers. Oh, what do you got in that quesadillas? Fucking quesadillas. Whatever you got, man. Let me get some of that bacon. Let me get whatever you got.
Bacon's always a go-to for me.
So yeah, that was definitely badass. So you don't have anything in the up and coming, Chad. So
No,
not yet.
just some FKTs.
You guys were thinking about maybe going up to the Silamo?
Yeah, I'm still trying to decide.
Spirit of Silamo, the 100-miler?
I want to get that 3-day done.
Oh, all you win is a rock. So you know that, right?
Well,
I want to
do the 50K.
I saw that buckle of the 100-miler, and it's cool. It's got some like Spirit Indian on there or something.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So when we were up there, remember those the Mennonites?
Yeah.
That was wild.
running
as
in
shit.
overalls?
So I saw the Men in the Nights. It was a different group, but they were at the Speed Goat in Utah also. And I'm like, they're everywhere, man, and they're fucking
saw
elites.
Yeah.
Man,
Where do we see them?
they got like mason jars as their water
Sand dunes.
bottles.
Oh yeah, that's true.
They had like mason jars as the water bottles.
Yeah,
It's like-
and it's like a brown, like a dark. I don't know what it is, but it was like a dark brown liquid. I don't know what was in there.
that's water. From what they don't got anything to clean the water with, man. That's,
Those are rough. But yeah, it's amazing what they can do. 'Cause I don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. It definitely wasn't
it's boots.
a
man.
running
It was
shoe.
like,
yeah.
they were like wearing boots.
And real overalls.
It was real overalls and work
It's a
boots.
button-up shirt. Yeah, I was like, man.
I passed one of them and was like, "Oh, how you doing?"
It's like long sleeve shirt too, right?
Yeah, because they started in the front. They took off
Yeah,
in the
yeah.
front, and then
Oh, you guys ended up passing them. I never
passed.
caught.
Yeah.
I passed one of them, and then so I was talking to him. I was like, "How you doing?" He's like, "Oh, my feet hurt," and I was like, "Oh yeah, so does everybody else." And I kept running. 10 feet up, I fell so hard. Right in front.
but yeah, that's crazy. There was like those fires going on while we were running, like those little
So that was
the smoke.
So before I did Speed Goat 50K, I was like, that was the toughest 50K I've ever done.
Yeah, that was a
Until
tough
I'm
50K.
Yeah, because it wasn't just the smoke. It was like, yeah, so you had to put a bandana around because the wind was blowing the embers to relight the fires of the and it was like
The
a
forest fire.
They're trying to do some kind of band or something right there, fire control or something. So that part of the race was super tough, man. I
Yeah.
was like, God,
Because those
damn.
hills were punchy too. Like,
Yeah,
it was
punchy
up, down,
hills.
up, down.
And tired feet already because before that you're almost falling off the fucking ledge
Yeah.
while you're trying to run around that. It's like
It's
the
a
earth
drop off.
the earth is giving out on you, basically. So one of my shoes is like sideways, and I was like, and my foot inside the shoes like grinding
Up
against
against
the side of it, So I was like, I'm already uncomfortable, and then I hit that part of the race, and I'm like, oh my God, this is tough. This race is, and then it's like there was a point where I didn't have proper water. Or I didn't fill up at one of the aid stations, right? And I was like, oh, fucking mistake, man.
It got hot.
Make sure you fill up at every aid station because I'm underneath a waterfall with the green algae growing and I'm trying to fill my bottle up underneath there. And I was just like, it's fucking running water, I was like, it should be good.
Cleaner
right?
than the stagnant water.
So I was like, fucking, let me give it a shot. So
That's funny.
I didn't get sick. So
No
I was
issues.
like, it must have worked. But I mean, it wasn't like 2 miles past that aid station that I didn't fill up at, and I was just like, oh, toast. And I was like, where's water? Where's water? And then you were not getting water for another 7 miles or something like that. I was like,
Yeah, the way that it got
fucking
hot.
crazy,
It
man.
got real hot. Because towards the end, I started cramping and puking too. Like the last mile, just throwing everything up. So that's not
It
really
was a
bad.
harder. That's probably the hardest 50K I've done.
Yeah.
same.
I was sick too, so it didn't.
You
help,
were
but-
supposed to walk. It was your fault.
But I was excited for the 50 miler. I was like, oh, I did that. Like, I'll be good. And then wake up, and then everything's destroyed.
Yeah, that was crazy.
That was wicked. Yeah.
'Cause, yeah,
Because you didn't even know if the Salyer brothers, is that right?
Salyer.
Salyer brothers were destroyed in this tornadoes or what? Because it was like the race director's like, oh, my cabin blew over the night before, and like, and you're getting messages from all kinds of people from local here in Texas. They're like, hey, are you guys all right there? Everybody cool? And
Yeah, it was scary.
and then even like Chuck was with y'all, right? Was Chuck with
Yeah,
y'all?
Chuck was
and
with
Chuck was like, hey man, you good, man? And I was like, yeah, we're good over here. It's got a lot of
It's hard to,
hail
like-
damage on the trucks and stuff, but that was about it,
Because it's hard to check like how everyone was.
Well, we weren't
until-
getting service over there.
Yeah.
So once you're in that mountains, you're not getting service,
Yeah.
man. So it's like either you get out of the mountain, then you're going to check on people. And if you don't hear from them, you're like, man, maybe they got fucked up in there. You don't know.
Because Steve Griffin,
Yeah,
he
yeah.
was in that same cabin or at least the same area
With his
of
wife
the
or something,
cabin.
right? I think she
he's-
came out.
I think he's by himself. I
Oh,
think he was
was it?
solo.
No, I think
I
his
think he
wife.
was with his
yeah,
wife.
I think
Oh,
his
really?
wife was there too. Yeah, she was coming to support him or something like that, and he was going to run the next day, the 50 mile. I think.
Yeah, I think he was in the cabin by himself, but I could be wrong.
Oh,
so.
okay. Well, it blew. It was
Yeah,
right near
it
the race
moved-
director,
It
right?
moved in like 30 feet from where it was. So lucky to be here. But yeah, it was scary waking up because we were like a mile or two from where it hit. So we drove down the next morning
Yeah.
and saw the destruction. It was man. It was
Yeah, we did
devastating.
too. So we went down there, and Bam was with me, and
'Cause he didn't run
We
that.
ran the course
Yeah,
the
I
next
remember
morning.
that, yeah.
Just to check out, the damage in there. And what's crazy is there was people like this 2 guys, and they were tenting out there. I don't know if you saw the tents popped when we were running that course, but they were tenting and fishing out there, and they're not runners at all, right? And the dude was like, the tent light just takes off and blows away, and he's like standing there like, holy shit! And he just runs down the trail just trying to dodge the tornadoes and stuff. And it was
crazy.
hilarious the way he was telling the story, and he had like fishing poles and everything. They were launched every which direction and everything. So it was
powerful.
Yep. You know what? Yeah, it was definitely something, man.
Definitely make you count your stars after that one.
Yeah, we were lucky, man, for sure.
I'll tell you what, when the tornado siren goes off now, I
Yeah,
take cover.
get ready, right?
I was putting on my shoes, and they were like, Chuck and Chad were like, where are you going? I go, I don't know.
He's gonna try to outdrive the tornado.
So man, I was showering. Ooh. I was showering and they had a shower that was it was kind of like Airbnbs. They had showers inside of our cabin, but they also had another shower, and they said if the power goes out, everybody meet over here in this block of showers, right? So I go over there early because the power is already going out and nobody's coming over. So I was just like, hey, I'm gonna just shower in here, because it's the only thing that's getting light, because light was popping on inside that because they had a generator, I guess, in there or something, So light would pop on in there, and I'm showering, but I'm watching Bam, and he's trying to cover the truck because he borrowed a truck from a friend. And it's getting hail damage all over it, so he's trying to put blankets on it. It's so hilarious, man. I'm just standing under the cover, just watching him at night, and the power's out everywhere, right? I'm just watching him run back and forth, trying to get another blanket to cover these certain areas. When he comes back out, that damn blanket's already blown off the truck. It's like he's just fucking confusing himself basically at this point. But luckily nothing happened, man, to that truck, which was good. My buddy Chris that I rode with, Chris Barnes, you met him. Yeah, Chris. Yeah. Shout out to Chris. His truck got a little damaged. That sucks.
Shawn's did.
Yeah.
Oh, my wife's car.
Yeah. So, man, this is we can talk forever, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So, but we're an hour in. Usually these are hour podcasts. I got one last question for you guys. Did you think about this yet, Shawn? What is your favorite movie?
Oh, I've been thinking about it, but I've been struggling with it.
Man.
But I think I'm going to give you two from two sides,
Fantastic.
like I Fight Club.
Yeah.
one.
Fight Club,
That's a
man.
good
One
one.
of my favorites.
And
man.
then
I
I'm going to
love
go comedy for Office Space.
Ooh,
Two great ones,
good
man.
ones. I think I'm gonna do the same. Do two, a comedy and that's funny.
The same.
yeah.
I love the
same
same
movies.
movies. I was
No,
like,
no.
damn it.
No, same route with two options because it's
Okay.
hard for me to pick one. But probably Billy Madison as the comedy.
yeah.
Growing up, I think I know every line of that movie.
Right.
But then the other one,
Was Billy Madison the one with the family that
tries to go back to
would scream always like?
No.
I think their car goes off the cliff in the end.
Oh, O'Doyle rules.
Is that Billy
That's
Madison?
it. That's it.
They start with their like preschool or something.
Yeah, all the way up, and then they drive off a cliff because
Yeah,
the banana
okay,
peel.
okay, yeah.
And then the other one is Pulp Fiction, just
Oh,
for like
nice,
pure
nice.
cinematic.
So we had a Pulp Fiction fan last episode, maybe, or one of them. But yeah, that's awesome.
That's a good one.
Yeah. So,
That's a tough question, though.
yeah. So, Shawn, are you a recovering addict, right?
I am.
Right. How many years clean?
10.
Fuck yeah, man. And what was your DOC? If you don't mind.
So
talking about it.
I used to say my DOC was yes, because if you put it in front of me,
You
I'm
said
gonna
yes.
do it.
Hey!
It's the same issue.
Opiates, benzos, alcohol.
No meth.
Only when I got drunk enough.
Only when it was yes.
Yeah.
Right.
Obviously,
offered.
it was in front of me. Yeah, I mean, I did like the uppers, if I drank and stuff. But
Right.
what really got me was the opiates. The opiates were hard to come off. After my dad passed,
Yeah,
and we
man, I
were
can only
dealing
imagine about
like
that, yeah.
we were dealing with a lot of the money situation, right?
Yeah.
And
So were y'all trying to pay back his debt or no?
so technically,
Thank
Texas is a community share state. So any debt, half
Became
of it
mom's?
goes to our mom, right? So trying to figure out that he owned a corporation with a bunch of LLCs attached to it.
Yeah.
So it was a mess.
Right.
We had to hire several attorneys and do all that. So while I was meeting with them, before all this happened, I loved to party, right? So when this happened, it was more of like my solution for so long that I was popping, painkillers to go meet with these attorneys and doing all this stuff. And then
sometimes that gives you a little bit of, so I'm an opiate addict also. And so when I would take painkillers, sometimes I felt like it gave me a little bit of more courage.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
That confidence.
Confidence. I
courage.
could speak better, because really you're feeling so good inside. So you're just like, I'm confident as fuck. Yeah, I feel like Superman right now,
But it's not what you imagine in your head that's coming out to other people.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, opiates was my drug of choice as well.
Oh, really? So you guys both, and your brothers, that's fucking a nightmare.
Yeah.
So
You're calling each other, huh? Hey man, you got any dope, man? Oh, no.
Well, I tried
You
to
got any
hide
dope,
it.
bro?
I tried to hide it from him because he was younger than me, right? So I'm trying to take care, trying to hide everything from everybody. But my taking hydrocodines led to Oxycontin to heroin, and then I was like, I can't do this anymore. So I went and got on Subutex.
What's Subutex? Like Suboxone?
Yeah. This was
just as bad.
Yeah.
I used that, but then I was like,
You're doing both heroin with Suboxone.
No.
Back and forth. God, dog.
So I was snorting Subutex all the time, and then I went to a doctor and I was telling him my story and stuff, and he's like, "It sounds like you're anxious," and so he started prescribing me benzos, Xanax and stuff. So I got on that. I was
That's bad.
pharmaceutical.
Those are bad, man.
Yeah. So I was basically went from heroin to all pharmaceuticals.
Yeah.
And I was on that for like 9 years. And it was just as bad.
Yeah.
I was like, could not stop. But I, have
They
my
just try to keep you
kid
sick, man. Big Pharma tries to keep you sick, man. They
Keep paying them.
Yeah, exactly.
But you can justify it because your name's on the prescription bottle.
Yeah.
It's
The
like,
doctor's
if I
giving
get
it
pulled
to you.
over,
Yeah,
I'm
you're
not
good,
going to
man.
jail.
They're part of it too, the police. Though.
Yeah, exactly.
They're not trying to bust Big Pharma. They should, though. They should be raiding those fools.
Oh yeah.
Kicking down their doors, man, and arresting them. But yeah, man, Superman. I'm gonna have you guys over again, and for another podcast where we'll talk more about the addiction.
Yeah.
Because I'm a recovering addict too. So I would like to hear a lot more.
Yeah.
About your story, and we can juggle back and forth on our stories and stuff like that. So, but cool, man. That's the end of the episode. I really appreciate you guys coming, man. Thank you very much for showing up.
Thanks.
Sorry that I have no co-host.
Oh, that's all right.
Still no one's
This
here.
is great. This is fun.
Yeah,
I feel like we could do this for
we
days.
could sit here all day, man, talking. Yeah. So fantastic, man. Thank you for coming out, man. And that's it, man, for this episode.
Thanks.